Hey y'all, so today we're going to be looking at some of the most ridiculous resolutions filed this year at the Statehouse. Every year, lawmakers file hundreds of these sorts of resolutions to recognize other politicians, name roads after them, and even dedicate days and weeks out of the year to whatever issue they think is important. Let's take a look.
Senator from Sumter, Senator McElveen, what purpose do you rise?
Unanimous consent request.
That's your request, sir.
Mr. President, I put a congratulatory resolution in the box yesterday. I think it's S818. I would just ask unanimous consent to take it up now, add the roll of the Senate, and go ahead and adopt it.
There's objection to the unanimous consent request. Senator from Spartanburg, Senator Martin, what purpose do you rise?
What's the resolution about?
It's a congratulatory resolution to congratulate the service of the former mayor of Sumter, who served for 20 years and retired last year, Joe McElveen. My dad.
Introduction of H 3907, a concurrent resolution. Its request Department of Transportation name a portion of Hemingway Road in Williamsburg County, the H.B. Wilson, the Workhorse Highway, and direct appropriate signs and markers.
Transportation Committee.
Introduction of a concurrent resolution by Senators Jackson, Scott, and others. Its request Department of Transportation name a portion of Shop Road in Richland County, the Honorable Jimmy C. Bales Highway, erect appropriate signs and markers. Recall from Transportation Committee S179, a concurrent resolution requesting the Department of Transportation name a portion of U.S. Highway 701 near the city of Loris, the Henry L. Nichols Highway, and direct appropriate signs and markers.
Remember that every time the legislature decides to rename a road, the cost for that comes out of local funds that are meant to be used to actually fix the roads. But sometimes they're not renaming anything and they're simply offering congratulations or honoring someone's retirement. That's not to say anything negative about these people, but this sort of thing can be done at home and doesn't have to happen during the session when they're supposed to be dealing with actual legislation.
Introduction of Senate resolution by Senator Jackson, recognize and congratulate President-elect Joseph R. Biden and Vice President Kamala D. Harris on their history-making victory in the 2020 United States presidential election.
A Senate resolution for a Brent D. Grooms from the Horry County delegation.
You do have the resolution. Do you request it be read?
I'm requesting that it be read in its entirety because they want to use that to play at his retirement benefit tonight. Because, since he couldn't be here to hear it, they're going to play it at his retirement.
There's an objection. Hearing none, so ordered. Clerk will read.
It's a Senate resolution to congratulate and honor Brent D. Groom, Chief Executive for Corporate.
And the prominent and accomplished life celebration. Representative Carter honoring J.C. Cook III.
And then there's everything else. I'll just let these speak for themselves.
House Resolution, Hennigan and others. The staff of Nickelodeon. Mr. Jones celebrating the 40th annual Ware Shoals Catfish Festival.
Adopted.
Ms. Hennigan. Dave Chappelle.
Introduction of a Senate resolution by Senators Corbin and Shealy to recognize Wednesday, April 14th, 2021 as State Treasurer's Office Programs Day in South Carolina, and to encourage individuals, families, and businesses to learn more about the consumer-facing programs offered at the State Treasurer's Office.
Finance Committee.
Mr. Alexander honoring Volcraft, South Carolina.
Alexander Ashton absent that roll of the House. Objection. Hearing none, so ordered. Adopted.
Okay, so we should talk about this one. It's a resolution celebrating the anniversary of a South Carolina-founded steel company. The problem is, when you read the resolution, it's essentially just a giant advertisement for the company. I'm sure that Volcraft Steel does great work, but so do thousands of other South Carolina companies, very few of which are getting these sort of glowing endorsements from the state. In fact, it comes with a written history of the company, with different accolades and statistics, and I don't really understand why anyone thinks it's a good idea to have the legislature invest real time into this sort of thing, especially when you have lawmakers every year complaining that the legislative session isn't long enough to get things done that they wanted. At the Policy Council, we log every bill filed during the legislative session, and there are hundreds of these sort of time-wasting resolutions filed every year. If you've ever watched a day on the House or Senate floor, you'll know how much time lawmakers spend doing things unrelated to actually lawmaking. Anyways, that's going to do it for today. We have more videos planned for next month, and we really appreciate your support.